All right, everybody. So if you have a foam roller, we will use that. And if you don't, it's okay. That's just going to be the first few minutes of the class. So grab your rollers and let's get started on your back. You're going to place the roller about here on your spine. Have you guys got music right now? Cool. Oh boy. That's how you get into it. That's how you don't get into it. So just rest on it here. Activate your abs a little bit. And then just bend backwards over that position gently and come back up. You could support your head with your hands, come back. Stand up. So it should feel like it's on a muscular part of the back, just below your shoulder blades, not under the shoulder blades. And what we're working on is thoracic extension, the opposite position to what you do when you might be on a computer or phone. Now lift your hips off the floor, support your head with your hands, and roll up and down. So now we're getting a little bit of rolling here, maybe a little bit of cracking.
I've been hiding my love. I've been hiding.
If you are interested in adding more of these into your weekly routine, these are all of the recordings are now available on my YouTube channel. I'll send that to everybody after. Just the stretching and rolling ones are available. Couple more. Good. Now we're gonna do a little chest opener. You're gonna turn the roller the other way. It's gonna go again, sort of right where we had before, but this way now. Your head will rest on it, and your arms will come out to the side. It shouldn't feel like pain. It should feel like you can relax your shoulders into the floor. Hold here. If you don't have a roller, just lie flat onto your back. Think of pulling your shoulders away from your ears. And if you're on the elevated roller, this is a chest opener. Now take your arms out to 90 degrees. So T-shaped position. And hold 3, 2, 1. Slide that roller out from underneath you and make your way into a seated position with one glute on the roller. So if we've got the right glute on the roller, I want you to cross right over left and roll through it like that. Lean on to the right side. Good. To make it more intense, pull up the ankle, pull a little bit closer, make everything tighter. Good. Switch sides. Lean onto the left side, cross the left over the right. So we're stretching and rolling the left. Good work. All right. Take the roller underneath your quads as promised. We're going to spend quite a bit of time on the quads and hip flexors today. So take it underneath both legs. Elbows on the floor, and then roll forward and back. Keep the core tight. You can let the feet drag so that your legs are as relaxed as possible. find certain spots need it more than others, pay attention to those spots and stay on them. Good. Now I want you to take the roller underneath the right hip flexor. So we're going to take the roller here. So in that spot right here, it's between the hip bone and between the quad. Fly onto it. So we're kind of going to angle it. You can use that knee for a little bit of support. When you find a spot that needs it, stay there and put your weight into it. So this one's less about rolling and more sort of trigger points. And then just find that spot. If you have a lacrosse ball, that's another way that you can get into it a little bit deeper. Gonna see all the spots I missed vacuuming today. Roll side to side. And switch sides. Let's do the left side. If you're not feeling a lot with the roller, you could try with a lacrosse ball, tennis ball, anything that's hard. Tennis ball doesn't work quite as well because it's squishy, but you could look at getting a lacrosse ball and just using that. Or maybe you're like me and this is good. This is all you need. This is it. Really let your body sink into the roller. Good. Slide that roller out from underneath you, and we'll start with a side quad stretch. Lie onto your side, grab the outside of the foot. If you squeeze this glute, you're gonna be able to turn off the quads and stretch them deeper. So squeeze the glute and pull your heel towards your bum, push your hips forward, hold here. If you want more intensity, take that bottom heel, place it on top of the quad, press down and back. For 3, 2, 1, swivel to the other side or roll over. Other side. Again, squeeze the glute at the top leg. Push the hip forward, the knee back. Take the knee on top or foot on top of the knee, quad if you'd like. Keep the squeeze in the glute. And roll over onto your front. Take your hands by your chest. Squeeze your glutes, both of them together like you're pinching something between your butt cheeks. And lift your chest. Lower down. Repeat, lift. And lower. Good. Reach behind. Grab the outside of the right foot. If that's enough, you can stay there. Or reach behind, grab the left foot. Squeeze your glutes. Start to lift your knees off the floor. Lift your chest. Hold here. Three, 2, 1, lower it down and roll onto your back. No, sorry, don't roll onto your back. The lie, come into child pose. Child pose, child pose, child pose. Hold here. Lift tabletop. Tuck Tuck your toes underneath you and lift into a downward dog. Pedal at your feet, left and right. Lift your right leg up in the air and bring your knee towards your chest. Then step that foot down between your hands. Hold here. One hand inside, one hand outside. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Lift your hands up in the air. Sink into this hip. Keep your back leg straight as possible. Zip up the core. Pivot on the back foot into a warrior. Hold it here. Sink into it a little deeper. Back heel is on the floor. Reverse it, slide that hand down the back leg. And then bring your hands inside, outside the foot again. Drop your left knee to the ground. Rotate the right arm open. Look up to that hand. Squeeze the left glute. And now lift your back knee off the floor, staying in that twist. Keep the glute squeezed. 3, 2, 1. Lower down, back to tabletop. Cat-cow. Tuck the toes in, lift to a downward dog. Find length through your back. Press your tailbone to the ceiling. Stay there. I'm just going to switch sides so we've got the other side going now. Step your left foot forward, lift it up first. Step it through. Hold here. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Lift up. Straighten this back leg as much as you can. Squeeze that right glute. Now pivot, open, back heel touches the floor, arms go out to the side. Sink into it. Make sure this front knee is pointing in the direction of your third toe. Reverse it. And come back down to the floor. Drop your right knee to the ground and open to the left. Squeeze your right glute hard as you can. Lift your knee off the floor. Hand back down. Drop the knee to the floor, come to tabletop. Good, take your right leg out as far as you can to the side. And shift your weight forward and back. Very nice. Come all the way up. Squeeze your hips, push them forward. Slide down the leg and lean to the side, far as you can. Don't rest the hand on your knee, make sure it's above or below. Lean a little further, you should feel the back, sides, everything open up. Swing the arm towards the other, and then lift it back up. One more time, rotate it, keep the core tight, and up. 3, 2, 1, bring the hands down and switch sides. Take your left leg or other leg up to the side and shift your weight forward and back. Stay in the middle. Make your way up. Squeeze the glutes forward, hips forward. Now you might feel a little bit here when you extend. Slide the hand down, lean to the side. Rotate the arm, rotate the body. Open up again. One more time, air guitar, round, down, open, hold. Good. Okay, this next one is a frog stretch, goalie stretch, whatever you want to call it. I like to tuck in both sides of my mat so that I have enough cushion, because what's going to happen is you're going to take your knees as wide as you can, take your feet so they're turned out, and then take your elbows to the floor. Get as low as you can. Then you're going to gently shift your weight forward and back. Keep your ankles behind your knees, so not too far out, not too far in. Knees 90 degrees. And you're pushing back and forth with the hips. Breathe in as you come forward. Exhale, go back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, go back. Now stay where you feel the greatest stretch. Continue your breathing. Hopefully you start to feel a little bit of release in this position. One more deep inhale. Exhale. Walk your hands up. Good. Now slide the feet in, then take the knees in. Good. Awesome. Back to your downward dog. We're gonna work calves, then we're gonna do pigeon, and then we're done. So hips up in the air. Take your left foot, wrap it around your right calf, and press your right heel to the floor. Switch sides. Press your left heel to the floor. Now send your right leg up in the air and take your right knee to your right wrist. Send the left leg as far back as you can. Stay here up tall, or bring it down to the floor. Hopefully you're feeling like your pigeon is a little bit lower after that series of stretches. We opened the front of the hips, we opened the inner thigh. Now we just got the glutes. You could rest your forehead on your foam roller if it's nearby, or rest it on the floor. We're gonna spend a little time here, enough time to let it kind of release and open up. The first minute is the hardest. Stay with it. Stay with it, stay with it. 20 more seconds. This one's gonna help with lower back. It's gonna help with any hip pain, knee pain. That being said, if you feel your knees in the stretch, switch it into a on your back figure four. Slowly start to lift your chest off the ground if you're down low. Give yourself a little twist to the left, a little twist to the right, and then make your way back into a downward dog. We'll do the same thing on the left side. Notice the difference on one side and the other. Left leg up and back. Take the left knee to the left wrist. Sink into it. I have a really tight left hip, so if I'm gonna stay up here a little longer, you can as well if you'd like to. Keep those hips square to the ground. Try not to swing to one side or the other. Stay right in the middle. So our last stretch of the day. Feel that release. Hopefully it's starting to get a little lower. We're going to do 30 more seconds. Keep breathing. One big inhale. Exhale. Walk your hands slowly up. Take a little twist to the right. A little twist to the left. Think onto that left side. Come into a cross-legged position or take your feet into here, into here. Come here. And then fold forward. Bring it all the way up. And we're done, just like that. Hopefully the legs feel a little looser, especially after that intensity earlier today. Again, like I said, I have all of these on my YouTube channel now, so if you want to throw in another one during the week, it's a great way to recover. And I'll send you guys the link to that after this. Awesome job.